are some alternatives that can challenge Bitcoin? The only thing that can challenge the viability of Bitcoin is all governments go on a very sound, solid monetary system all at once together in a cooperative way, and they stop freaking printing or devaluing or debasing their currency. Now, what's the odds of that happening? The opposite is basically the opposite's going to happen. But the only threat to Bitcoin is sound governmental monetary policy. Bitcoin was created to be the antithesis of poor government monetary policy, which means that sound policy would be basically a complete stop, a complete, basically a complete 180-degree reversal of the fiat standard that the entire world is on. But not just one country. One country is not enough to put a dent into Bitcoin's future. It would have to be the entire world. Now, the odds of that are so incredibly low that there are zero challenges as far as I'm concerned. It's the closest thing to a zero chance that we possibly can come up with. Now, if you were to ask me, what are some of the things that potentially can put a dent into the adoption of Bitcoin? If Bitcoin were to be hacked, I think that that would be a very serious issue. Now, think about this, guys. There's only one network in the entire world that has never, ever, ever been hacked. That is Bitcoin. Every single computer, every single network in the world has been hacked over and over and over again. Every bank, every government, every country, every organization, every other cryptocurrency, every other protocol in the world has been hacked except Bitcoin, which makes Bitcoin the safest, most secure network the world has ever known. And get this, every 10 minutes, it gets harder to hack. So if you didn't hack it 10 minutes ago, the odds of you hacking it 10 minutes later has actually gone up exponentially. Every 10 minutes, Bitcoin becomes less hackable, becomes stronger, longer, taller, more powerful, more invincible. So if you thought that there was any chance to hurt Bitcoin, right, 10 minutes ago, it's harder to hurt it 10 minutes later. And it will be harder the next 10 minutes and harder the next 10 minutes. So if you didn't hack it before, you're not hacking it now. And this will go on forever. That's crazy for the most part, or at least forever as far as we're concerned, for the next 118 years. If it hasn't faltered, it's not going to in the next 10 minutes. Less odds of it faltering in the next 10 minutes. If it hasn't been hacked, less odds of it being hacked in the next 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, this vault, I like to have some people look at Bitcoin like a vault as well. This vault that protects your value and your life is unbreakable, unstoppable, unhackable, and only you have the key. That is insane. Never in the history of the world have we had property rights that were totally self-sovereign like Bitcoin. As an example, do you really think you own your own home? You can't take it with you. You can't move to a different country. Get in trouble with the law or with your finances and watch how quickly you realize your home is not your home. You don't really, really own it. You don't really own the money in your bank. You don't really own the stock that's supposedly sitting in your brokerage account. It can be confiscated, it can be denied to you, it can be cut off, it can be frozen, it can be taken. Your property can be taken by the government. This is the first time that we have an asset that is totally 100% owned by you, and no one can take it. You can give it up, but no one can take it. This is crazy. Property rights, true property rights, are being brought to via Bitcoin, being brought to all 8 billion people on the planet. This is freaking mind boggling. And it has incredible implications. All right. With just 12 words, your wealth, your value, your life is always with you. And how do you destroy words? How do you ban 12 words? How do you make 12 words illegal? You can't. How do you kill 12 words? You can't. It's invincible. Pretty incredible.